Hello everyone. How are you guys doing today? I'm so excited to see all of you here. As you see, I'm your host, Nidhi Prakash, CZT, and my co-host, my husband Ajay, is with us through the chat with the account AP Music. He is replying through AP Music account and replying all of your questions. Hello Megan, hello Pratibha, hello everyone. So hello, namaste, namaskar, sat shri akal, kem cho, hola, bonjour, vanakkam, salam, jai shri krishna, ram ram, pranam, guten tag, g'day, and I welcome you all to this session. And before I start the session, I want to say thank you to all of you for helping me by subscribing my channel, and I reached to the milestone 5000, and as I promised, I'm going to give you a colorful mandala art session as a thank you from myself, and we are going to draw this beautiful mandala together in that session. That's a peacock mandala. I'm going to show you all the supplies which we need to draw that mandala after the session, and you can see all the supplies, and you have a complete whole month. We are going to do that session probably in the first week of July, because June month all sessions have been planned. Okay, so today you can see we are going to draw on a 6-inch square paper. As always, we need a ruler, black marker pen, compass, pencil, eraser, and a tool to blend. You can use blending stump, tortillon, or Q-tip. Otherwise, you can use little tiny piece of the tissue paper also. That's it. So, as we are drawing a mandala or the zendala that starts from the center, so we are going to find out the center of our paper. It's a 6-inch paper, so I'm marking at the 3-inch at the both sides. And we are going to join it this way, and then we want to divide our paper first into 4 equal sections and then into 8 equal sections. Yesterday it was different. Yesterday we divided our paper into 6 equal sections, if you guys were with me, and we made this beautiful pattern into 6 equal sections. But today we are dividing it into 8 equal sections. This is the pattern which we drew yesterday in the 6 equal sections, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and today we are doing it with the 8. So now we already got the center of our paper. Here it is, and it's so easy. We are going to keep our pencil here and we are going to join it from corner to corner. Oops. Make sure that line is crossing the center point. This is really important. Here you go. And I got the center point. After that, so this is a mechanical pencil. You can use any pencil, you can use any school pencil, graphite pencil. I just love using this mechanical pencil, so I'm using it. Now our first marking will be at 3.5 centimeters. 3.5 centimeters. If you guys can write down in the chat, the first marking is at 3.5 centimeters. Second marking is at 7 centimeter. For the beginning, we'll just keep these two markings, and for the 3.5 centimeter we are not going to draw the whole circle, we are just going to get these cuts. That's it on the all 8 lines. We don't need to draw the whole circle because we just need those points. We don't want the whole circle. And here at the 7 centimeters we are drawing this beautiful circle here. I hope everyone is done till here. And actually we need one more marking like this, like the 3.5 at 6.5, like half centimeter below the top. Let's get that marking also. So that is again just cuts at 6.5. So guys, I'm waiting for you now. We just did 3 markings. Thank you, Valerie. So at 3.5, at 6.5 and at 7 centimeters. If you want, you can draw all 3 circles, no problem. We can erase it later. It's just the graphite pencil. If you want, you can just do like me. Just draw some markings on the 8 lines which we drew to divide our paper into 8 equal sections at 3.5 centimeter, at 6.5 centimeter and a circle at 7 centimeters. Thank you, Vandana. Now I'm waiting for everybody to write down if you guys are done with these guidelines so far. Thank you, Shruti. Thank you, Valerie, Roos. Thank you, Megan. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I'm waiting for a few more seconds. After that, I'm looking for my compass again, and you can see I'm just taking it half centimeter. Half centimeter, absolutely. So this is the half centimeter distance. Dun, 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 dun. So this is a half centimeter distance, guys, and where we made these 3.5 markings, we are going to draw this half centimeter circle at every marking. Oops. Keep it at half centimeter and draw all 6 circles. We are still working on our guidelines. We haven't started with the pen so far. when you draw the smaller circle, it's a little tough to hold the awesome. Yay, thank you Valerie for volunteering and giving all the sizes. I really appreciate it. Please write down in the chat when you guys are done with these 8 half centimeter radius circles. Thank you, Razu. Yes, I'm little still trying to catch it up. It's a little tough for me because it's been 3-4 days, or like maybe last week I started. So it's still giving me hard time for wearing these glasses, Diliksha. I know you can notice that. Awesome, everyone. Okay, now as you can see, we are going to make it 1 centimeter now. 1 centimeter, and we don't really need the whole circle now. We are just going to draw the bottom half part of these circles. If you want, you can draw the full circle and then we have to erase whatever the leftover part is. Or better to draw just little, not the full circle, kind of 3/4-ish circle. This is the problem with the smaller circles, right? Okay, so we are done with the guidelines with the compass, and now it's the time to grab your pencil for the drawing. So we are going to draw our all this design with the pencil, and then later on we are going to trace it with the pen. So I'm starting it, I'm just focusing it a little near. So it's the 1 centimeter, Megan. This is the 1/2 centimeter from this point, and this is the 1 centimeter. 1/2 centimeter, 1 centimeter. You can post all the artworks, Neha, at my Facebook page. I am going to take a picture of it when I'm done with this session, and I'm going to make a post at my Facebook page. You can post your picture there and you can see all other participants' work too there. So now please look carefully. This step is really important. This inner circle which we drew, we are going to draw one line which is going to reach to this 6.5 centimeter point, like this, and the second circle point will reach all the way to the 7. Okay, I'm waiting for a few more seconds, and we are going to repeat the same thing 8 times actually. So you can catch me up, like, I'm going to repeat the same thing, same drawing these 2 lines on all these 8 circles. Okay, so start from the center circle and reach to this 6.5 outer circle to this 7. Please draw with the pencil first, don't draw directly with the pen. So basically we are designing this pattern. This is originated through the Celtic knots. So, and the name of this pattern is Khala by Anika Gabrovic CZT, and this pattern is based on the Celtic knots, different kind of Celtic knots. which are available, and they kind of represent infinity, kind of the symbol, like no start, no end. You cannot get where they're starting, where they're ending. And like the Trinity knots, like Father knots, there are basically 8 knots, but they have been subdivided into various knots. I'm looking for my folder, if I can show you. In my in my YouTube page, and this Father's Day is approaching, you can see I used that Father's Day Celtic knot in one of the Father's Day greeting card. If you want to make that one, I can share it with you tomorrow. It's not handy with me right now. Just came to my mind when I talked about the Celtic knot. It's a beautiful Celtic knot. And some people call it Celtic knot too. I'm not really sure what's the right pronunciation. Here you go. So this is our first step. Now I'm waiting for everybody to catch up and write down in the chat when you guys are done these 8 6s, kind of the shape, or you can call it the 9 if you are looking it to the other side, or maybe the 6. Awesome. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Karuna, Shruti. Beautiful. Now look at the second step. Look at carefully. So from here, now we are going to go to this line. So we are going to skip this one center, okay? So look carefully. This circle is going here, stopping here, joining here. This circle is kind of overlapping this 6, but not overlapping the other one, like this. And where it is overlapping, we are just going to erase this bottom line. I'm just going to fix a little bit here. That's the benefit of drawing with the pencil, that you can easily fix your lines, right? Again, I'm going to repeat the same process 7 more times. If you missed the first time, you can see it. I'm going to join this circle here in the top. This inner line will go, stop when it's crossing the next one. And it will stop again wherever it's crossing, and we'll erase this part. Now the same thing. Everyone has their own style or own way of drawing the same pattern. I just deconstructed it this way to draw it, so it becomes easier step by step. And wherever you see anything is messing up, just erase it and fix it. And erase these inner lines so that it becomes clear. Beautiful. Now I'm going to join this here. I hope everybody got the steps right. So we need some erasing in that. That's why we drew this whole design first with the pencil. Sometimes it becomes confusing which line to keep, which line to erase. So the best way is that keep erasing every single time when you are doing, because otherwise then it would become. And now I'm going to keep this line, I'm going to erase this line. Ta-da! We are done drawing this beautiful khala pattern based on the Celtic knots. Now I'm waiting for everybody to catch up. I hope you find it easy to draw this pattern the way I have deconstructed it. I'm waiting, Rukmani. Thank you, Karuna. Thank you, Karuna. Yes, guys, go ahead and write down 1 or 2. If you are drawing along with me, write down 1. If you are just enjoying the video, write down 2. Yes, oh, did I? In this one. Thank you, Shruti. When I was in this excitement that yes, I drew it and I did that mess up part. It means you are focusing well on my work. That's awesome, Shruti. Thank you, everyone. Awesome. Wow. Thank you for all the feedback. Awesome. So don't forget to share your work with me, and I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who have submitted your work at my Facebook page last week on all 3 sessions, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. So we meet every Friday at my Nidhi Prakash Arts Hindi channel, and as you see, we made this one yesterday in the Hindi channel. Saturdays here at the same time we are drawing this, and Sundays again same time, same channel, we are going to draw this beautiful Zentangle tile tomorrow at a 3.5 inch square paper. Okay, now I'm grabbing my pen and 08 micron 08. You can take any pen, whatever you feel like. Can you tell us again the name of the Celtic notes? So Valerie, the name of this pattern is the Khala Tangle, and the CZT who deconstructed it first time is the Anika Gabrovic CZT, and basically they all are based on the Celtic knot. Like Celtic knots are the knots which they don't have any starts and ends. They are kind of infinite loops. Awesome. So if you guys want to fix anything, erase and fix, want to make it bigger, smaller or something, you can please check your lines and start drawing along with me, tracing along with me. Yes, you can use any kind of pen. Gel pen is fine, Ritambra. The only thing about the gel pen is that ink dries little slower than these pens, but that's absolutely fine. You can use gel pen, that would work fine. Just take care of that thing that it's not smudging. Be a little bit more aware, that's it. Trace with full focus. Although we have drawn it with the pencil first, still take your time, draw it as neat as possible. Same as the wave bob design, wave bob tangle, that's the Zentangle original tangle. So that is kind of, you know, two shapes entangled into each other that you cannot take them out kind of thing. They also reminds me all those Celtic knots. We are going to use that tangle in our next week session. If you have not seen my next upcoming session designs, you can check all the upcoming stream at my YouTube channel. You can go to the YouTube channel and you will see all the upcoming stream thumbnail there, where you can see all the designs which we are going to draw in our upcoming sessions. And all the material lists are always there in the description of the video, so you can see them beforehand. Although I haven't made the July month upcoming sessions so far, I'll make pretty soon, and there you will see all the supply list for the colored mandala also. And I'm going to show you all the supplies after today's session too, so that you guys will have ample time to arrange all those supplies before the session. Again, I'm wearing my glasses. Keep rotating your tile as and when required. Kind of done tracing. Ta-da! So how's it going, guys? So Megan Hindi channel name is Nidhi Prakash Arts Hindi. Yeah, Ajay has given you. So guys, I hope you guys are enjoying with me. So if you are enjoying with me and if you want to join me more sessions, you can support me by subscribing my channel, as well as don't forget to click on the thumbs up button. Even if you have subscribed the channel earlier also, don't forget to click on the thumbs up button. So because I see like we have a lot of people and it seems like the likes are not that enough on the video, it would give me happiness if you click on the thumbs up button too. Okay, awesome. Thank you everyone for your feedback. So now if you want, we can grab our pencil again, okay? And you see these triangular sections in the center. So we are now starting with this triangular section, and we are going to stop here, and we are going to make leaf kind of shape inside it. So if you want, you can draw with the pencil. If you want, you can draw directly with the pen. It's absolutely your choice. We are going to make these petals. They are kind of going behind these circles, so that's why we are stopping here and then starting back again. And we already have these markings, so we know how wide these petals can be. So if you want, you can draw it with the pencil and then retrace it with the pen, or you can draw directly with the pen. It's absolutely fine. Whatever way you are comfortable with. Ta-da! So after this, we are going to draw the double line in these petals. We are again going to start from this corner to this corner, but we are going to draw one double line as close as possible. But their corners are touching. And if they are overlapping to the circle, please stop there. Don't draw over the circle. Draw these aura lines as close as possible. Keep rotating your paper instead of rotating your hand. Awesome. So Dina, the video, you can start the video from the beginning because the DVR is on and you can still connect it with us through the chat. You can keep looking the beginning part and you can keep drawing and keep asking the questions here in the chat, or you can watch the recording later. The recording will be available with the same link. All my past session recordings are available at my YouTube channel with the Draw With Me playlist. I think more than 100 live sessions you can access from there. Awesome. Now please look carefully. I'm just focusing it a little bit more closer. I'm starting drawing, kind of here near this bottom left to, we will go to here top right, and we will just do this wavy line, and it's kind of touching here, so I'll just stop here. I'm drawing this wavy line and dividing this petal into two diagonal tiny petals. Okay, now I'm waiting for everybody to catch up till here and write down in the chat. I just divided all the 8 petals with the tiny petals with the diagonal line. I'm looking at my any pen, if a little thinner tip pen, if I get one. It's working. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Rishika. Thank you, Rukmani. While waiting, I'm just erasing, these lines inside of our circle. I'm not erasing here outside one, okay? I'm just erasing these inside ones right now. We need these guidelines which are outside. We don't really need now these lines, so okay. Beautiful. And now we can use, the same pen, 08, or maybe we can use little thinner tip pen. Both pens are fine. I'm using here little thinner tip pen, and we are going to make like that peas in the pod kind of leaf inside here that will start from the corner. Kind of the aura line, and we can do the same thing with the thick tip pen also, like the normal tip pen which we were using. The only thing is, maybe if I'm making the 6 peas with the thick tip, we are going to make the 5 peas. That's it. And in this top one we are just going to make one leaf, but we are not going to make the peas inside. That will stay empty. So in the bottom one, we are going to make the peas. I'm going to repeat the same thing 7 more times. So if you miss first time, you can easily catch up. Every time they are joining the bottom or the top part, okay, the corner. Take your time, draw every single stroke slowly. Don't hurry up. Keep drawing these beautiful circles. Don't hurry up so that we don't get these tails in these orbs or the circles. Awesome. I'm done drawing all these 8 inner leaves, and aren't they looking beautiful? I'm waiting for everybody to catch up. Thank you, Anu. Thank you, Diliksha. Diliska. Okay, Samira, I'm giving some time. As you can see, I'm just sitting and watching at your chat, and I'm waiting for you to catch up. Thank you, Ritambura. Thank you, Karuna. But as you know, like, we have a lot of people here, so we can just wait for a few moments, not a lot, because we have like kind of a timeline to finish this session. So, but if you want, you can skip like maybe some of the petals, and you can just do 2 and 3, and you can fill rest of them later after the session, right? And you can start working with me. Second pronunciation was perfect. Yes, Deliska. Thanks for the feedback, because we are not used to pronounce some different, some these proper nouns. So I just want to be sure that I know the proper pronunciation. I'm looking for the thicker tip pen, as I'm going to fill a lot of these areas, and I don't see my one pen here. but I see this number 2 pen. Let's see if that works. So now we are going to fill all these negative spaces, all these. I know it's unique name, yes. So we are going to fill these areas now. As well as this area also. This is a little more thick tip. I have one with 01 where I have kept it. It's okay. Oh, here you go. Got it. I tried to keep my all stuff organized, but still you can't believe. Sometimes even the stuff is in front of my eye and I kept on looking, where is that, where is that? Now we are going to fill all these spaces. Be careful, don't go inside the line. That's why I changed my very thick tip pen to the normal thick tip pen, because I don't want to go inside these lines. And as soon as you will fill all these empty spaces or the negative spaces or the leftover spaces, interstices, you'll see these leaves will, kind of pop out or shine up. We are going to do a very different style of the shading in these ones, so just stay tuned. At the end we are going to do that. If we want, we can use the gray pen also, gray color pen, or the graphite pencil would be fine. In our that colorful mandala which we are going to do in July, we need something to make dots as a dotting tool. So I'm going to show you a few options for that when we are going to discuss about the supplies at the end. So if you have any questions about the supplies of that session, you can ask me at my Facebook. I'm going to make one post as soon as whenever I'll make one, the July event in my YouTube pretty soon, maybe this week. drawing with full focus. And be careful, when we fill that much area, there is a high chances that we smudge our pen anywhere, because there is a lot of ink is down on the paper at the same place. So be careful, let the ink dry pretty well, especially if you are using any gel pen or any that kind of marker pen that takes time to dry up. So smudging is very easy to happen in these kind of situations. Yay! I'm done filling. Beautiful. It's really mind relaxing. Absolutely, Mahalakshmi. I also feel so much relaxed and enjoyed, feeling achieved and happiness and all those beautiful emotions together. And now it's the time to work on in these curvilinear triangular shape inside, or these knots which are entangling with each other. So I'm again grabbing my pen, normal my 08 pen, which I use to draw everything here. Before that, I'm just filling I'm just filling my these peas in the pod leftover area also. There's a very tiny spaces, just little touches required. And just these little touch make a lot of difference. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm working in this one section, and then I'm going to repeat the same thing in these all 8 triangular shape. So it's just those Mocha patterns which we generally draw in our various Zentangle as well as in the Zendala sessions, but here we are trying to draw that pattern, and it's kind of going like this. One this side and this side, and it's kind of making heartish shape, and these kind of aura lines at both sides, and here in the top again these diamondish shape. That's it. So I'm going to repeat the same thing again. If you have missed it, please look carefully, starting from this one part, going round, come till the center line and circle. This is the first step. So draw one line round going and stop here. Don't make the whole circle. leave the space, and then from here come all the way down, curvy line, and join it. So this will be one Mocha. It's kind of, those quotation marks which we draw, kind of a big quotation mark. Now we are going to repeat the same thing to the other side. We'll draw this kind of C first, then circle first, then circle next, and then we'll stop. We are not going to touch this circle to any line, and then we will come back again like this. After that, it's just easy. Draw these curvy lines, see, as if the heart is echoing, the vibration is coming from this heart shape, and those vibrating lines at both sides, and this little diamondish line on the top. And we are not going to fill anything inside this heart shape. And then again we are going to start the same thing. I'm trying to draw very slow so that you can see all the direction of the strokes. So when we do Zentangle, we learn different kind of tangles, and we learn tangles with their names, like as you can see here. So like this is the Mocha tangle, and this Mocha, yesterday we made this pattern and we draw these Mocha patterns here, these one here. So these are also unfurled Mocha, these are infurled Mocha, and you learn with the tangles with their names. And then we make the tile, and as I always say that you can change your tangles based on your design. And here you see I just made two Mochas, like starting from the same point and joining on the top and making this beautiful heart. So you can deconstruct, or you can make those tangles on your own version. I'm going to decorate my this mandala once I'm done drawing with the shading with the graphite pencil. You can do exactly the way I'm doing, and after that, if you want, you can add colors over the shading, or if you want, you can just skip the shading and do the coloring with me. I will do the shading, you can do the coloring. So you can decorate this mandala, or you call it Zendala, in whatever way you want. Who is asking what? Which pen? I'm using 08. Yes, Vaishnav, P Vaishnav Nair. I'm using 08 pen right now, as you can see it in my hand. And Hina Patel, all the patterns which I'm drawing, I'm trying to upload all the patterns at my website. At my website there is a page called My Artwork. In my artwork you can see various other styles of my artwork also, like I do graphite artwork, or I do acrylic. So you can see all those, as well as you can see there the Zentangle artwork page too. And in that Zentangle artwork there is one section, tangles with their names. There you can see all those tangles. I'm going to put more of them, like it's been long time I updated that. I'll update it again as you are asking, so it's reminding me. Thank you for asking. So I'll update it and I'll put all those tangles again which I drew in past few weeks, but you can see some of them are already there at my website, and the page name is My Artwork, and then in that page My Artwork the section is Zentangle. You can check those tiny bijou tiles pictures there. Draw these heart echo lines or the heart vibration lines. Valerie, not I did it very long ago, but I have planned it to do, as I'm doing that, that to you challenge. That's a Japanese challenge. So the one challenge is with the wine stain, which I'm going to do very soon. You'll see me doing that. And Pranjal, you can join WhatsApp group AP Music with the account. My co-host, my husband Ajay, is going to give you the WhatsApp link and the WhatsApp number. Ajay, if you can give. Yeah, it's there. Those are the broadcast accounts, so you will get all the notifications. Although there are two WhatsApp groups, Hindi and English, NPR's Hindi and NPR's English, but we try to give all the details of all the sessions in both channels. Yay! How is it looking? And now we are just left with one more tangle. Do you guys want me to wait, or shall I go ahead? I'm looking at the chat. Done, wait, done. Done, thank you, awesome. So okay, so I'm starting again, and I'm going to repeat the same thing 8 times. So if you are missing, you can join me either in the second or the third one. Okay, so now there is one thing. I'm just grabbing my this tool again. Please take your compass, keep it in the center, and you see kind of half-ish inches, half centimeter from this 7.5-ish, and just draw this line in the center of our circle, not the full center. Oops, I left one. Yay, we are going to draw the drapery kind of the design. So this will be the top drapery, and here we are going to join. Please don't draw right now, just take a look. I'm giving you a few seconds to draw these markings at 7.5 centimeter, and then I'll start the pattern. Okay, I'm waiting, Gauri. Thanks, Yelena. Thanks, Aura. Thanks, Dance with Janisha. Okay, now take a look what I did. I drew this. So this is the center-ish kind of, right? So here, if you want, again, you can draw this pattern with the pencil first. So this is kind of the center of our these two pattern, and here it will go curve, curve, and it will join here. Again curve, curve, and it will join here. And I'm going to complete this one, and then I'll move forward. Once we draw this curve, so please look, we are going to join this outer curve to these inner curve, little slanted lines like this, and then these inner curve will join from the bottom line, so that they will create the illusion of the drape. I'm doing it again. Here is the center point. I'll see here is the center and draw this big wide line and draw one curve, two curve and join this point. One curve, two curve and join this point. Don't worry if curves are a little bigger, little smaller. If one curve is not exactly to the other curve, don't worry. Let it be a little bit flowy and just keep drawing. When you are done drawing all 8 sides, they all will look similar and they all will look prettier. The only thing take care of that their top point should be same, so that we get a perfect round circle at the outermost line of our this Zendala. Second step is to join with little slanted line. Don't draw very straightish line. Little slanted line. Outer lines with the outer curve. Inner curves with these bottom triangularish line. And they are also again little slanted, as you can see. Now again repeating. This is the center. Here is the center dot. I'll draw this line as the center. Oops, no problem. And we will draw this curve. And we will join it. We will join the corner. Join the inner line. That's it. Look for the center, go up, make the point for the center, draw the line, draw the curve. If you have bigger paper, if you want to make it a little bit up, you can make, instead of the 2 folds, you can make 3 or 4 folds. If you want to give it a try. Find out the center, then this line, then 2 curve. And after the curves, we are again going to join the outer curve and then these inner curve. Try to draw little slanted lines as it's going towards here in the center instead of the very straightish line. Find out the center again. I'm just left with 3 more. This kind of 1 inch-ish top line and then 2 curve at each side, then slanted lines. Oops, it was supposed to go in. Now again repeating the same thing. I'm just left with the last line, these draperies. So if you missed it and if you want to see, I'm repeating all the steps. Find out the center of this bottom triangle, go on the top, this 7.5-ish centimeter top line, draw 1 inch wide-ish line and 2 curve at each side, 1, 2, and join it from the top of the triangle. And do the same thing to the other side and join to the top. After that, we are going to draw slanted lines in these outer curves. and then slanted lines in the inner curves which are going all the way to the bottom of these bottom triangles. Here you go. And this is our drawing part of this beautiful pattern, and now it's the time to do lots of flicking in these our draperies or whatever you want to call these flowy pattern. So, and then this nice ribbon pattern have a name or it just embellishment? So Valerie, it's kind of a ribbon pattern. They are kind of, you know, those, I don't know if they have any name. Maybe anyone has deconstructed it or given it a name. I'm drawing them as just as a ribbon pattern. Now the flicking time. And while flicking, I'm making these lines, reinforcing these lines a little bit more. And we are going to do flicking all the way to these borders. Like this. And we are going to do the shading also after that with the graphite pencil, so that will create more depth. Don't forget to reinforce these folding lines. I'm first reinforcing them, and now it's the time for the flicking. Use your wrist for these flicking. Give a little wrist motion. Lines are supposed to be and thin, not thick. To get a good flicking, it is really important that lines are supposed to be and thin. They are supposed to be thick to thin. I told this earlier also when I started my YouTube channel. So how to do flicking was my first ever video which I made, because what I think, like, if you practice this flicking technique, you can draw any kind of realistic drawing seriously, for drawing the fur, for drawing the veins, for drawing the dark to light shading. This flicking is really important. If your flicking is not perfect, it's really tough to get a good blending and tough to get those realistic strokes properly. If you want, you can see that video, and that was my first video of my channel, I remember. Drawing exercise 1, I think, is the name, and the first drawing exercise is flicking. We do a lot of flicking practice also in my graphite skill-based art classes. Flicking. First reinforce these folding lines and then do the flicking part. Oops. one stroke at a time. Do slow, don't hurry up. If you want, you can use thinner tip pen for the flicking. That will make it more intricate. It will just take a little extra time, but it will look beautiful, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm drawing all the way going on the top. Awesome. So now we are done with the drawing and we are left with the shading. I'm just erasing these extra lines while I'm waiting for you guys. Write down in the chat when you guys are done here, and then we'll start the shading and decorating. And shading is a little different in these ones. We can use gray marker pen, we can use white charcoal pencil, or maybe we just use our normal graphite pencil. There are various ways of doing the shading thing in our these Zendalas. And we are kind of done erasing. Be careful while erasing the lines, don't smudge the pen. If the pen is still wet, like not dried yet properly, don't use eraser. Okay, awesome. So there are a lot of colored mandalas session are already recorded at my Patreon, all the live session recordings. Ananya, if you want, you can see them. They all are at the Patreon, and like these kind of colored Zentangle art is already there at my Patreon, and I can show you like these kind of colored mandalas which you can get recording at Patreon, and many more, and you can unlock all of them for being my Patreon. And I want to say thank you to all of you who joined me last month, all my 10 Patreons right now who joined me last month, and they are enjoying all these videos. Now it's the time for the shading. So I'm going to grab my pencil, and you can use any graphite pencil. So in this leaf, look carefully where we drew that top leaf. So we are not going to fill in that leaf, we are just going to give shading around it like this, in half of it and here in the base, not in the whole of it. This is a little different style of shading here, and here is just the base. That's it. We are going to blend it. So first we are starting the shading with these leaf, and then we'll start shading in these circles and then these overlapping designs, the triangular shape. So we are just going to give little flicking kind of shading near these peas in the pod, and little more shading here. Now I'm just filling at one time, and I'm going to do the blending together so that it would be quicker. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to take a picture of my artwork and going to make one post at my Facebook page. You can upload your artwork at that Facebook page post, as well as you can share it at Discord if you are at Discord, or you can share it at any other social media wherever you are, and you can tag me there at Instagram. You can post it at Pinterest or any other social media. So don't forget to share it with me. You can use blending stump, you can use Q-tip, you can use tortillon, whatever you have to blend these graphite which we are laying down right now. And now we are going to lay down graphite on the very corners of these circles. And we are going to leave the center part little lighter. And after that we are going to blend all of them. And I can see a little right here. So there's a lot of blending, lot of shading in this mandala, and that shading will, give beautiful look to this pattern. Kind of complete the pattern. This decoration is really important. It's kind of icing on the cake, right? Okay, so now first I'm blending these inner parts of these leaves where we already laid down the graphite. Keep blending. This is a precision kind of blending, like we want to literally stay inside this line. We don't want to go outside of this, so that's why it's really difficult to use little thicker tip blending tool. I'm just touching these peas in the pod also. Okay, and now I'm blending inside. And if it seems like I have put too much, I'm going to take away a little bit. You know, I can erase from the center and make it a little brighter from the center. So it depends how you want to keep it. This we can keep it like that, and this is absolutely optional. Like, this is a black color pencil, you know, those color pencils. So if you want, you can use those black color pencils in the border to make it a little bit more darker. Let's see how's it giving. If you don't have black color pencil, it's absolutely fine. You can skip that step. It's just an option to do like this, to make it a little bit more darker. Or maybe you can use any darker pencil like ebony pencil. I'm looking at my ebony pencil. Where is that? Here you go. So like, these are the ebony pencils. They are very dark. If you want, you can use these kind of ebony pencils in the border to make it a little darker. Or you can use the same pencil with little extra pressure. So all options are fine, and if it is going, if you want, you can just leave it like that. That's also absolutely okay. So I just gave you all three options. You can choose whatever you feel like. I haven't added this black pencil in the supplies. It just came to my mind to give you, you know, this technique. And let's try this here over these graphite pencil to give it a little darker value on the borders of these circles. And then I'm just blending it again. Awesome. Now the next shading is in these our color tangle, or these our Celtic knots, and we are just going to lay down very lightly on the both side. Very lightly on the both side, and where you see this going down, we are going to go like this to create the shadow. This will take some time. We can do it quickly, but that will complete the pattern. The time we need for the drawing, kind of same time we actually need for the shading to make it beautiful. So drawing is absolutely one part and shading is absolutely the other part, like the equal. It's like, you know, what's reminding me, like when you construct a house. So construction is one part, and then decoration and interior designing and setting up the things is absolutely the other and the same time consuming thing. This is the example which is coming to my mind. Does any other example come to your mind, guys? What can represent the drawing and the shading? because what I feel that the drawing and the shading both need equalish time. Rather, you can spend as much time as you want in the shading. Drawing is just you draw and then you are done. But shading is you keep on, trying, putting more things and keep decorating it as much as you want. Yeah, that's a good example which came to my mind, that the house construction and that interior designing and setting up the furnitures and all that paintings and stuff to decorate it. So any other analogy or any other example, if it's coming to your mind, write down. Okay. After that, we'll shade in these hearts and then in these draperies. If you think you have any other your engagements, appointments, and if you want to leave, you can leave, and you can see the recording of this session with the same link. Whenever you are free, you can complete your work, and whenever you complete your work, don't forget to share your work with me. Take a picture and upload it to the Facebook page post, which I'll make once I'm done with this shading. I'm just laying down graphite very lightly with very loose hands. To give it a little value on the borders. And here you go. And now the shading time, and I will do quickly. Now again, as I say, we can spend as much time as we can, and wherever you see it's kind of overlapping, I would like to give little graphite pencil there so that I can shade it together. I'm laying down the graphite first. So Shelley, why it is called art therapy? This is such a good question. So because we sometimes what happen, like we are engaged with so many thoughts and so many anxieties or other emotions. We are kind of entangled with all those things in our day-to-day life, and like we do meditation to get rid of all those emotions or thoughts and to get some relaxation. So when we do these kind of art, these are the pattern drawing art, and they are non-representational art. So the best part is you are not judging your art, you are not kind of making any faces, nose, mouth and anything, and like the animal or the faces. So you are not judging it's looking like that or not. It's absolutely abstract art. If you do a little bit of mess up, if your lines are a little bit going here and there, it's absolutely fine. You are going to enjoy this art. And then, because they are the repeated pattern, you are going to repeat the same thing a lot of times. As you see, I'm repeating the same thing eight times, because I divided my paper into 8 times and I'm repeating everything in every section. So when you repeat the same thing every single time and still you are fully focused, it's not that you are not focused, you are not scribbling away, you are focused and you are drawing, and still you don't have any pressure onto your drawing thing. So combination of all that thing makes it very therapeutic. And when you enjoy drawing, when you feel yourself kind of immerse in this process, then you get that effect, and then you will realize that it is very therapeutic, and that's why we are calling this art as a therapeutic art. Any kind of pattern drawing that makes you feel like that, whatever you feel like drawing or you like to do. So what happened a lot of times with me when I draw, it's kind of meditative for me, like someone is calling my name and I don't really hear it because I'm so much into into one zone. So that's why we do the meditation, to come into one zone, and like we get rid of all those non-stop thoughts which are meddling with our brain, and we keep on thinking and engaging them, and our brain is not at rest at any moment. So that's what meditation do. We think at the one point, or like not thinking anything, just keep drawing, focusing on the pattern, repeating it again and again, and enjoying the process. This is really important. Don't think of the final product. Enjoy this process when you are drawing. If you enjoy this process and you don't think about the final product, believe me, you will understand how therapeutic it is and how enjoyable this artwork is. Ta-da! I'm done with these color shape, or these our Celtic knots. Now in this Mocha pattern, heartish shape, again we are going to fill on all the sides as well as inside the heart. So I'm just doing is inside the heart and the corners, blending it in one, and then I'm going to repeat the same thing in all 7. First lay down the graphite and then I'll blend it together. So a lot of people ask me that what materials I'm using. So at my website there is a page, material list. You can find that page through the YouTube channel page or something like that, where you will get out all the schedules and information about these sessions schedule. There you'll find one link, the material list, and you can see all the materials with their Amazon links. All the Amazon US links, Amazon India links are there. As well as I always put all the materials which I'm going to use in my video in the video description. Sometimes I use different other materials in my sessions which are not described in the video description, but they all are optional. I just use them to give you an idea. If you have it, you can use it. If you like it, you can buy it or use it. If you don't have it or you don't want it, you can absolutely skip it. So those are the optional materials. Based on your choice, you can take decision about them. But there are some things which is must required, which I always write in the video description. So you can see that there. Awesome, I'm done laying down graphite in these hearts. Now I'm blending in them, and I'm doing it real quick because of the time limit of this session. I don't really want to take it very long, but whoever is joining me in that colorful mandala, please stay at the last. I'm going to talk about the materials of that, so look at that and be prepared. That session would be longer than all these sessions because we are going to use colors in them, especially the color pencils. They take a lot of time, so be ready with that. Now the last shading again we are going to do in these flicking style on the borders. That's it, where we did the flicking, and we are going to shade it here. And you see where these folds are, we are going to fill kind of very lightly these folds like this. Fill them lightly and then blend them. Smoothen them out. Now I'm laying down in all rest of them, laying down the graphite, and then I'll blend all of them together. So please write down in the chat, do you find this Zendala easy or do you find it difficult? Let's see how many finds it easy, how many finds it difficult, or the medium difficulty level. What's the difficulty level of this mandala for you? Easy, easy, easy and lovely. Thank you, Valerie. Easy, you make it easy. Thank you, Deliska. I'll read all of them when I'm done shading. Easiest. Nice. Now it's the shading time, the blending time, I mean. Beautiful, easy. Hey mom, good evening. Thank you for checking in here. Do you like this design, mom? My mom is here. She lives in India with the account Babu Mohini. Okay, thank you everyone for your replies. And now I can just check it if anything else is left. I think maybe we can do a little bit of cleaning, little bit more shading, darkening, but more or less it's kind of done and I'm liking it the way it is. And now it's the time to sign. Thank you, Jyotsna. Okay. So I actually really want these circles to be dark here. Okay, now I'm just signing it up and I'm signing it with my initials. Nidhi Prakash INP. And today is 5th June. 6.5.21. And now I want to say thank you to all of you who joined me here. I really enjoyed doing it. I'm patting my shoulder. Good job, Nidhi Prakash. You did awesome. So now it's your time to pat your shoulder, say some good words to yourself that you spent this beautiful time creatively with me. Either you drew or you watch. So take a picture of it and don't forget to upload it. And now it's the time to show you all the supplies of our colored mandala which we are going to do in July. That's the mandala which we are going to do. And we need a bigger paper for that. I would suggest you guys to take the Bristol smooth paper if you can. These are the Bristol smooth paper. You can take any paper, but smoother the paper, you will get the better result. We need a 9-inch square paper for this. This one is 6-inch square, so you can see the difference in the sizes. This is a 6-inch square. We are going to work on a 9-inch square paper for this one. We need black marker pen, of course, the same 08. We need ruler, we need compass, we need pencil, eraser, all the supplies which we used today, as well as we are going to use few of these color pencils, greens and yellows, greens, blues and yellows. We need one this kind of metallic color, golden metallic color, as you can see these dots, and any of these kind of tool to make the dots, these kind of nail art tool or any brush which has the round end, you can use the end to make the dot, or any kind of these crochet hooks or anything which has a flat head, you can use that flat head for make these tiny dots at the end. And we need one brush to fill these golden color, one these kind of any watercolor brush. That's it. That's all we need to draw this beautiful mandala. Gold can be jelly roll. You can use jelly roll, Valerie. The only thing is with the jelly roll gold pen, it's little difficult to get all the circles with the same size. If you put the dot with the color, then you get a perfect all the circles of the same size. When you draw it with the jelly roll, they might be a little bit bigger or smaller. That's the only thing, but you can use them. Any other questions about the supplies or any other questions? And opus paper would be okay. Opus paper would be okay. I think opus paper is 8 inches. So far I remember this is 9 inches. So maybe you can shrink it down a little bit and then you can use them. I think it is 10 inches opus one, right? You can use that, I think. Perfect. Can you show the metallic bottle again? Yeah, this is the metallic bottle. I'm going to use exactly this one. And the link of this color is already there at the Amazon link at my Facebook page, at my website. You can get all the links of the pencils, all the links of this color, as well as you will get the link of these dot art tool also there. at my material list at my website. You can check that. So I'm not using any color pen there, Valerie. I'm just using the black marker pen and the color pencils. Pranjal, we are going to draw this one in the first week of July, as we have already planned all the sessions in the June. And now I reached to the 5,000 subscribers because you guys showed your love to me. I really appreciate it. So as a thank you to all of you, I am doing this session. Okay guys, bye bye. No, they are not aquarelle pencils. They are just normal Prismacolor pencils, Valerie. Bye. See you tomorrow in the Zentangle session. Same time, same place.